Yeah, it's working now. I have to. There we go. Okay, everybody. Let's get this show on the road where it's Deanne Fitzpatrick Studio Live. And there we go. We've got a whole bunch of people coming on. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. So this week, it's Welcome to Thursday Live at Deanne Fitzpatrick Studio. We've got a special guest today. Kaylee's coming in and going to show us her rugs. Kaylee works with me here in the studio. Hey, Linda. Hello, Barb Morrow and Deborah Connor and Betty DeCat. Welcome, everybody. Lisa Lemieux. So nice that you're here. Joan Wells from Bedford. I want to talk about the importance of keeping your frame, keeping it tight. I want to tell you what's written on my appliances. We promised you that, didn't we? Oh, Teresa Bogle, Lulu, and 15 other people are watching. Yeah, and Virginia, we've got 139 people here already. That's great. I want to show you our new Sari multicolors. It's a landscape collection. Kaylee put them all on the website. Do we have the Create Beauty Everyday Manifesto? We're going to read that again today. Going to remind everybody of it. Is that yellow card over there, Angela? So what is the Create Beauty Everyday? You know where it is? It's in that, it's in the file cupboard there. Yeah, right in there, I think. We should pull that out and read it every week because we need to remind ourselves of that. Angela's making a fridge magnet with this on, and we're making a card with it on it. So, but the Create Beauty Everyday Manifesto, or just if it, manifesto is your word, you can use it. But I will use my hands, my heart, my mind to create and see the beauty in others and in the world around me, because beauty matters and it always will. And so that's why we hook rugs. We hook rugs. Hi, Velma. We hook rugs so that we can create beauty every day. Annette Pepper. Bye, Mom. Gotta go, she says. Cute. All right. Andre. Hello, Andre from Ottawa. So we're going to go over those things. I wanted to tell you a couple of things that we just decided that for 2021, we're going to cancel all live classes in the studio, and that all our classes for the next year, a year and a half, will be online. Angela and I want to do some really special online projects. Angela is the manager at the studio, and she's also, I don't know, she's like creative visionary here with me, and together we really want to offer some want to offer some webinars, and so that there'd be live webinars that you can learn in the studio with me right on site, that it would happen right together. Small Landscapes is happening right now, and Brenda had just said it's brilliant. And Brenda's really smart, so that's good. Anyway, I think people, I can see already on the Facebook page what people are doing with Small Landscapes, and I want to teach, and I want to affect lots of people when I teach, and the best way for me to do that is online, because I really, really honestly believe that when we teach people how to hook rugs, we teach them a lot about living well, and so I think I really want to do that. So I'm going to pass this over to Angela, and I'll keep coming back to my little notebook here, my trusty little notebook, and I'm going to pass this back to Angela. And hi, Angela.
Hi.
Where are you? There you are. Gotcha.
Hi,
okay, here she is. All right, and I'm going to start with Kaylee today, because Kaylee works with me, and I love Kaylee. But when I look at Kaylee, I see this little 11-year-old girl looking up on the other side of the table eating spaghetti and meatballs like this, because I've known her for a long time, and I don't know, like soccer days, right? And you were the little girl because you weren't playing. You would be like on a Dale's.
Yeah, I'd be like the little 11-year-old girl running around screaming.
Yeah,
I'm fun.
That was you. Yeah. So do you want to talk about? I'm really curious about your rugs, because. Well, the thing that I'm curious about your rugs was when you said a couple weeks ago when you were on this, you said that you were you had a design started, and it was based on song lyrics. Yeah, so let's see that.
So, I don't know, I just kind of drew it on. I don't really like the sun in it, but the reason I made this is because I really like Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac.
Right.
So, and her song Gold Dust Woman, she talks about dig your grave and silver spoon, and I don't know, I forget the exact lyric, but so then this is all going to be gold,
right,
of the song,
yeah,
and then this is going to be silver, and all the stars are going to be silver and really bright,
right,
And so that's why I did that, is because I really like Stevie Nicks.
Yeah. I love it that you just like
And
just took something and totally interpreted it with your own vision and your own idea.
And I'm sure I'll change it. Like, I'm gonna try to redo this side. I don't really like how it looks, but
Yeah.
when I did my first rug, I like pulled it out multiple times and kind of redid it to make it how I wanted it to look.
Yeah. And now, are you pulling this out a lot?
I don't know what I'll do with it.
You're
I
using
feel like every time I add something, it makes it look different, so I don't want to pull anything out yet.
Good advice. Really good
Yeah.
advice. Really. I love that. I love the lines of that sparkling stellina that you're using over there, that gold sparkling stellina.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. Like how you're making your lines with that and then you're working from there.
Yeah, so I started with
really
a bunch
nice.
of just like waves almost.
And the top is blue. Did you say blue?
I think I'm gonna make the top like a dark blue and purple,
Uh-huh.
and maybe black in there. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I just kind of like go with it, I guess.
Yeah. You're good.
Thanks.
Your work is good. So this is how many rugs have you made?
This is my second one.
Wow.
Yeah. The first one I made.
Oh, you
was,
made the little one in between though for your friend.
Oh yeah, and that was kind of just leftover colors I had.
Yeah.
And I just like swirled it in. It was like blues and greens and
Mm-hmm.
I forget what other colors.
I love what you're doing in the foreground.
Thank you.
And I love the spoon. And I love the tail on the spoon because that tail implies silver. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that,
But that sort of looks like, to me, that looks like, like special. Makes the spoon look special. Yeah, it implies silver to me. So that's good. Your design sense is just right in you. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I'm not sure how
I
that's
love
gonna
these
look.
little moons in here. Like,
I don't know if I'll be able to actually
I think you
do
will.
because they're so small.
I think if you use really fine yarn, you can do it. I
Okay.
think you should leave them in there so nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I hope they turn out like how I want them, but I'm sure it'll be nice.
You know what I love? I love it that you're your age and that you're wanting to make rugs. And that, like, no one said to you when you started working here, you gotta make rugs. I mean, we showed you how to do it so that you could teach someone how to do it, but.
Yeah, I started doing it before I actually worked here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, you did.
January.
Yeah.
January is when I first started hooking.
Yeah.
Like my maps and my sister.
Low battery, please charge.
She showed me how to do it, and I
Right.
never actually made a rug. I just kind of like knew how it worked.
Yeah.
And then I had this picture from my family's wedding,
Right?
and then that kind of then Adele actually made this.
Yeah, my daughter drew it. Yeah.
So
she drew
then-
the design. You bought that as a gift for them.
For my mom.
Yeah.
And then I kind of wanted everyone to see this photo all the time, like my family.
Yeah.
So then I made this one.
So good.
I made this one
Wow.
so I could put it at my cottage so my family could see it.
It's so good, Kaylee. It's so.
So I hope my new one turns out like this.
Yeah,
one.
I'm sure it will.
Is that your first rug?
Yeah.
But that's
Holy
her first
moly.
hook rug.
But this one I like took apart and put back together multiple times because
Yeah. But I like your progress. Like your progress says to you, okay, I'm not going to keep doing that. That's really sweet, Kaylee. Yeah. And so you were inspired by Dale's
painting.
image,
Yeah.
but really you were inspired by your family.
I think that's why, because I wanted everyone to see like this is like my grandmother and this is my cousin's, like this is the baby of the family and
Yeah.
he's the first one to get married. So I kind of wanted everyone to, I don't know, just
Where's
remember
Kim?
a special day.
There's
That's my aunt Kim.
Kim. Yeah.
That's my mom.
Yeah.
That's my sister. That's me.
Oh.
That's my cousin. No, yeah, that's my aunt. That's my cousin. Another cousin. And that's my
Oh.
Grammy.
Your Grammy would be so proud of you.
Mm.
Yeah, she really would. Yeah. Well, so how does it feel like to be doing it? What do you think?
Working here?
No, making those rugs.
Making these rugs? The process is kind of, I don't know, sometimes I like cooking and then sometimes I'm like, oh, I just want to finish this. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I love
But
that.
then at the end I'm like, I'm really glad I used my time to make something I like looking at. Yeah.
I just listen to that. I'm really glad I used my time to make something I like looking at. That's really true. You know, I love that.
So,
Thank you so much. You
Thank
got
you.
anything else to tell everybody?
I don't know. Just try hooking maybe. Try something new.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know I would ever sit down and like hooking rugs, but I do, and it's because I tried it.
Yeah, and you do. Yeah. What's your job here? Do you want to tell everybody?
Well, I put a lot of the yarns online. I do.
Yeah.
I take a lot of photos for the website of the yarn and put them on.
Yeah.
I do a lot of packing to send out orders.
Yeah. You call people.
Call people. What else do I do? I don't know. Laugh.
Whatever. Laugh. We have a lot of laughs. We
Yesterday, me, Lorna, and Angela were dancing and laughing yesterday. I've been practicing a new dance move.
Have you? Do you want to show?
Angela can do it better, so maybe she should show you.
Angela? Okay. Give me the camera.
Haley!
We can do it together.
Haley!
All right. I gotta see this. What are these dance moves? I'll move my frame. There's some new dance moves coming out. Okay.
This was not planned.
Certainly not.
Okay, so you kind of move one foot and push it forward.
Yeah, it's called the Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
So,
Oh, not bad.
Not good,
So
not bad.
this is what happens when I'm in here hooking.
that's right.
We give you lots of work.
I know you do. I know you do. We get a lot done. All right, I'm going to show you how to hook these roses. Because 3 or 4 people ask me if this is going to be a pattern, and I can't really decide if it's going to be a pattern until I know. Thanks, Kaylee.
Thank you.
She came in on her day off to do this for us.
It was fun.
I know. It was fun. I never know it's going to be a pattern until I see it, like I see the completed project. So I don't really know. We'll see. But a couple people said, well, will you make that pattern for me? And I said, sure, I will. They trust me. Okay. So what I want here is I want really high contrast. So this is the same rug that I was working on last week. See it, Kaylee?
Yeah.
So I'm using some Briggs and Little yarn. I'm using some hot pink jersey, and I'm just getting in there. And remember I said last week that I used the thicker yarn in the foreground and a narrower yarn in the background. I think that was a really simple way of giving perspective. And so here's the roses. I'm just going to cut that right there. I'm going to add in some hot jersey here, hot pink jersey. So Kaylee's pretty much a delight. Really fun, isn't she, Angela, to work with?
Yeah, she is.
It really is. Okay. We've had a lot of great people work here over the years. I was thinking about that the other day. One of them left because she had some problems with her kidneys, and you know what? She just the other day had a kidney transplant. So I'm really happy for her. But we've had lots of wonderful people. Brenda, who no longer works with us anymore, she still does our patterns, and she still dyes our velvet. And I went to see Denise, who we used to call the color queen. There we go. So there's one rose. Okay. Now, if you really want to get good at something, just keep doing it. So those of you who are in tiny landscapes, if you finished one, you're just beginning. Really, if you want to get really good at tiny landscapes, make 20. Make 40. Make 60. Just keep making them. So I'm going to keep doing these roses. I mean, how many roses have I hooked over the years, I wonder? I have no idea.
Deanne, on average, how high are your loops?
Well, I would say if I measured, I'm going to get a measuring stick here, and I will tell you. And this doesn't mean that you should haul your loops this high. This is how high I haul my loops. They're just about a half an inch, almost. Actually, in some places, like that one there is almost 3/4 of an inch. Didn't even know that myself. Glad you asked. Good for me to know. Because I would say if you asked me, I would have said about 1/4 of an inch. So, but it's a little higher than that. What are you cooking for supper tonight, Angela?
I don't really cook much,
No?
so Rich will cook chicken,
He's gonna cook chicken.
Yeah.
You just eat whatever's going out there.
which is usually just chicken.
Yeah, I know. They eat chicken every night. They love chicken. Her husband loves chicken.
Yeah.
You're more adventurous. Anyway.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna make spaghetti espagnole tonight. That's just spaghetti with olives and capers in it. Basically, it just changes the flavor of the spaghetti a bit. Okay, so my question is if we start doing webinars, what would you like us to do webinars on? If we do, like, say, we're thinking, like, I'm thinking in the winter, I'm going to offer a 1-day retreat via Zoom. And I'm thinking in December, I'm going to offer a half-day workshop where we do a technique or a skill, and you'll be able to participate in it via Zoom, and it will be live. I will do it live, but you will be able to keep a recording of it. If we decide to do that, what are you thinking that you would like to learn? I would like to know what you would like to learn.
Lily is saying she'd like to learn about shading.
About shading. So I just do a kind of a primitive sort of shading. So I'm shading right now, and yeah, we could definitely teach that. Yeah.
We've got dyeing, color.
Yeah, right. We're going to do a big workshop on color school. In this, well, it was going to be in the winter. Now it's probably going to be in the spring. It's taking some time. It's going to take some time, but we could do a really cute little dyeing workshop where we did like 2 hours of dyeing. For sure, we could do that, couldn't we, Ange? I think we could.
Oh,
To
yes.
set it up, we'll have to set up the dye kitchen for it, but we could definitely do that. Any other ideas, you guys? Anything you want to learn?
Meg wants to learn about dimension.
Dimension. So that's texture, really, isn't it? Okay, now I've got my 3 roses done. Over here, I've got some really tiny roses. So with these tiny ones, I'm just going to go over here. And I'm just going to use one, because they're smaller, I'm just going to use 1 yarn for each rose. And it's just going to get the effect of a rose here. I'm going to use a hot pink. Thick yarn, and then I'm going to use, so get 3 different ones there. I'm going to go get a flu shot after this. No, I never know. I've never had one before. So I'm going to go get one this year.
You've never had a flu shot?
Never had a flu shot. Do you usually
Wow.
get the flu shot?
I did, and then I get really sick.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
so-
haven't had one
Yeah,
in...
different people do different things.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm on the fence as to
Yeah, I know. A lot of
whether
people...
I'm going to get one.
I understand that. So people, like, some people really count on their flu shot and some people don't get them, so it's different. Okay, so I'm cutting up some velvet, wrap that around my fingers nice. So I really feel like in the next year, all our classes will be online. I don't feel it, I know it, and I'm really looking forward to, like, tiny landscapes. I just feel like people are learning a lot and they're making great rugs. So I'm going to just put a couple of little cuts of velvet over here to sort of go, and then I'm going to mix some jersey in with it. So just putting a little bit of velvet there. One thing I don't like about velvet, now I use a rayon and velvet with a little bit of silk in it. I'm not crazy about stretchy velvet myself. It's just not what I love, but other people love it. So it's all, you know, it's just, I think, you know, in life we just have to make room. We have to make room for different ideas, different points of view. Like a woman was in today and she didn't want to hook with wool, and I understood that. So it bothers our hands, you know. Me, I don't want to hook with anything but wool or silk. Like, I just feel like if you're going to put all this effort into something, I want it to be of a certain quality. That's just how I feel. So look at these little roses. Now, I just find that right sweet. So I'm going to probably, like, I'm going to go get my flu shot. I'm going to come back. Well, this will be finished by next week. I can tell you that. I'm pretty sure of that. So I've got my leaves outlined down here. So I am going to go in here and fill in my leaves next to these roses. And then they look even more like roses. And you've heard about the harbor. We're going to offer the harbor again next year. It's going to be the same program as we had last year. There'll be you'll be able to join the community. The harbor is it's a master class in art, creativity, and rug hooking. So it's for you if you want to add more creativity to your life, like if you want to commit to really making rug hooking and creativity a priority in your life, and to really be making art and beauty with that. And it's a 12-month course or a 12-week course. It's up to you how you do it, because you're going to get all the passwords at once. You get everything all at once, and you can do it at your own pace. It's self-taught. We're going to do it a little differently than last year. There will be a community and a Facebook group that you can participate in if you want. So we are offering that again for 2021. And so start thinking about it if you're interested in it. The registration will begin in early December, and it'll be open just for that month, and then it'll be gone. And I don't know if we'll keep offering it from year to year, if we'll do it differently or what, but we are going to offer it a second time because, well, I just feel like there's too much good information, and I just watched all those people come so far, and I just want people to have the opportunity to do that again. It just was an amazing course, and it was an incredible amount of work to put it together. So I want to, and I loved every minute of it. But I want to offer it again. So that will be open in December if you want to take the harbor, and you can start. You can start any time, and you can start with any month. You can do it, any way you want. There's a velvet leaf. All right, so I think someone asked me if I want to just show you the importance about keeping your frame tight. So if I let this loose, okay, see that now? Like it's kind of loose. And I see a lot of people who have frames like that, okay, that are just like their things loose. Now I'm just going to try and hook with my frame loose. So I'm just going to show you the difference. It's such an important, it's a small tip, but it's very important. Okay, so I'm going to get the pink for the house, because I never like to waste a second. Might as well get, and it's so much harder to hook. Just watch. When there isn't resistance, it's hard to even catch the wool, right? So there's slack. It's slack, right? And so, see, here even the sound is different. See, how many times have I done that and gone and can't catch it, right? Now when I tighten that up, where's my metal rod? This trusty metal rod. This frame is over 30, it's 30 years old. It's as old as I've been hooking. It's been a great frame. Shetty Camp frames are awesome. Okay. Now just watch. So even the sound is different. Hear that? There's a resistance, right? And that's important. Your frame needs to be tight like a drum, okay? All right, let's go up and I'll show you what's written on the, I don't even remember what's written on here, so I'm just going to read it to you. Are we still connected? Okay. So I just sat down one day and wrote on this. So, for there were things I grew up with that I never knew were culture, like my mother's raisin buns and catching and drying capelin that rolled into the beach like magic little fish. For we only know these things in reflection when we leave the world of being little. When we leave that world of being little for the grown-up world of little.
No T's and little.
No T's and little. A grown-up world of I can do it by myself. Then we can see the purity of what was. We can see the simplicity, the precious beauty of it all. of mothers standing in kitchens buttering toast, of frying fish in the pan. So good to be able to remember this sweet human gift granted so we can remain in the world of little, even when, so that we can remain in the world of little, even when we are old with lines around our eyes and creaky knees and making funny sounds. Culture is in our houses and in our hearts, and yes, I think it's even in our souls. We are maritime, born and bred, and I spelt bred wrong, B-R-E-A-D, intentionally. At least that is how it is for me. May you be blessed with the same, for knowing where you came from blesses the ground you walk upon. Well, I think that's true. You got it?
Yep.
So someone wanted to know what was written on there. So, I don't know.
That's Greg.
I'm wanting to do more than making rugs. Greg's working on our online winter course here. Got a big schmozzle. And this is the wools for this week. This is our new swatch. It's called Birch Leaves. Right here. It's beautiful. Gotta get the color here. It's birch leaves. And that is really the color of birch leaves. And maybe poplar leaves turn that color too. I'm not sure. So these are the swatches. Greg dyed those yesterday. They're really beautiful. They're on our website now, Birch Leaves. And this is our new collection of landscape colors. This is a new collection of Sari silk. So this is not the one I showed you before. I'm going to open these up so you can see them. And I need to get, we have lavender, oh gosh, these are tight. I'm going to just rip them. There we go. This is lavender and lilac. So these are double dyed, right? You can see there's lavender and lilac. I gotta get the book to remember all the names because Kaylee helps us write a lot of the names. So we got lavender and lilac. This one here, I want to find it. I want to find Stone and Crevice for you. Stone and Crevice, look at that. It's kind of like the Manet, I find this one is. Look at that. That's Stone and Crevice. It's beautiful. So if you're working on tawny landscapes, these would be beautiful for you. This one is Bay of Fundy.
I love this one.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And I love how this brownie bronze, it's almost like bronze and blue. Like it's not a combination you'd expect, but I love them. This is Rose Garden at the Shore because it just makes me think of like those roses that grow up around our cottage. Whoops, I got this one messed up. Excuse me. Right there like that. Rose Garden at the Shore. This is Phlox, which grows in my yard right here. A beautiful hot pink. This green here is called, that one's Sweet Sage. This one is, that's Goldenrod field right here. I'm not sure what that green is called. I didn't write it down. I'm so sorry. This is Goldenrod field. It's really pretty. And this is Sweet Sage. I love this one. I'm going to use this, I think, in our online course. Maybe this winter. Our winter online course. Yes, people have asked. And so I've been telling you a lot about what we're going to be teaching. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? Love that. This is Sunrise Trail. Kaylee named that because we are on the Sunrise Trail. That's where we live. We must be running out of time, are we, Angela? Getting there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 2 minutes or so.
Yeah. And this one is, oh, this one's Forest and Fern. That's right, because I'm so into ferns this year. That one's Forest and Fern. Look at these. And then this one is Lupin Cottage, right there. Got a little green, a little purple. Right there. There we go. So let's have a look at these all again. I think they're really beautiful. I'm really pleased with them. I think I might keep these ones for myself. I think I should have a set of these, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too. I especially love this one and the Bay of Fundy. And like you can cut these up, right? So you can cut them and cut the blue out. And then you can cut this purple out. And then you can cut this purple out if you want, right? You get a little different mix. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. We've got somebody visiting the studio. So I think I talked to you about everything that I meant to talk to you about today. I'm just going to go back to hooking, and I just want to say thank you. And please share this, and we put it up on our podcast, and we put it up on YouTube. But you sharing it on Facebook really helps us, and I just feel a lot more relaxed doing these lately. So I'm like feel more on an even keel because I feel more and more comfortable with you. Thank you for being there for me. I appreciate it. Anything else, Ange?
Nope, they're loving the colors.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
They are.
They are, yeah. Should I keep a set? That's the question. Yeah. Like, why wouldn't I? This is my set of the Artist Studio colors. I'm just piling my things up. These are going on the $5 wall. All right. See you guys. Thank you for everything. God bless you all, and thanks. Have a good week. Be good to each other. Be good to your neighbor, and remember to create beauty every day. Manifesto, right? To see good in you, see good in the others. Make something beautiful every day. God bless everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.